All right, your next step is going to be to connect your pressure gun and connect that to the water. I have turned off the machine now just for the sake of the video, but usually your pressure washer would be turned on while you're doing this. So we have our pressure gun here. It's our orange gun. We're going to take off our shooter tip because we don't use this for surfaces. Set that back in our trailer. We are going to grab our tip box from down here. It has our pressure tips. And grab our lance. From there, we're going to connect the lance to the pressure gun using this quick connect here. Once that's locked in tight, we're going to start out with just our white tip. Always use the white tip to start. If you ever need harder pressure, that is where you could switch to a green tip. So now that we have our gun with our lance set up, we can shut our tip box here. And then we can connect this to our ball valve. Again, this is why we make sure the water is turned off. If the water is flowing out of here, you wouldn't be able to connect this. So we're going to connect that. And then we can go back to the surface that we're going to clean with our lance and gun and our surface cleaner. Again, normally the pressure washer is turned on during this. I have it turned off just for the audio of the video. All right, so I always start by just bringing my gun and hose to the furthest point that I will need it. This makes it a little bit easier than just bringing it to the start, and you have to try to pull your hose out as you go. I like to bring my surface cleaner out at the same time just to minimize trips to and from the trailer. When I'm taking a surface cleaner and setting this down, you can see there's a bunch of grass caught in here. This is from someone leaving the surface cleaner face down on the grass. This is going to make your job a lot more difficult when you are doing your cleaning. I always like to put this face up and put it in rocks or on the surface itself, just so that stays clean and we're not actually trailing more dirt onto the customer's property. So once our gun is connected, we're actually just going to use this pressure washing gun and lance to remove some of this debris off of the patio before we start the wash. This is also going to allow us to wet the patio down in advance if we needed to pre-treat the patio with chemical. So you see we have some leaves and things like that. I'm going to stand back and I'm just going to blast all of this off of the patio so we have a clean area to surface clean. So you can see here, I blasted everything off using the pressure. You can use this instead of a leaf blower. It'll save you a step in the process. And then I'm gonna actually pre-treat this patio with our SH chemical just to get some of the dirt and debris off using less pressure. So I'm actually gonna soak all of the grass on the outside of the patio so our chemical does not leak onto the patio here. Again, this protects the grass from that soap and SH from damaging the grass. It's important that when you're doing this, you take off the wand so you don't have any pressure coming out. This is just the gun shooting out without any tip applied. So it's soft pressure and you can put your hand in front of it. You would never want to put your hand in front of water that has pressure coming out of it, like a tip. Now it is all good to go to pre-treat and then to surface clean.